Hi, I'm Ashley Collier, the Mortgage Maven, and today is Thursday, May 30th, and this is your daily market update. So we did close the market 20 basis points better, and that's interesting that it came on today, which was the GDP second look of the quarter one report. And remember, in quarter one report, we were a negative 0.3%, and yet that wasn't a great bond-friendly day, and yet they revised it to better. So now it's 0.2% negative, and yet we did have a bond favorable day. And that's because of what was within the report once you look under the hood. So it actually showed a big pullback in consumer spending. It went from 1.8% to 1.2%. And also the PDFP, which tracks the final demand on purchases, also showed a lot of weakness. Now, even though inventories were very high in this report, a lot of investors know that that was just front-running orders ahead of tariffs. We also got jobless claims, which were up 14,000 on initial claims and up 26,000 on continuing claims, showing a little more weakness as well there. And then on the apartment list showed a vacancy rate of 7%, which is still quite high. Now, with consumer spending coming down and apartment vacancies high, that means that the rents will probably be coming down in apartments as well. So there's less inflationary pressure. And so with inflation coming down, with inflation being the arch enemy of bonds, that actually meant a good day in the bond market. Now, if you look at real-time data on blended rents, it's actually tracking about 3% in average appreciation or inflation. And Trueflation actually shows that the real inflation number is 2.04, which was right on the Fed's target of 2%. But remember, Fed likes to use really old data. So they're expecting, they think it's 2.6%. In tomorrow's report, which is PCE, personal consumption expenditures, which is the Fed's favorite measure of inflation, we still anticipate we're going to see that number come in at 2.6% using the metrics that they use and the old time data that they use. So tomorrow, if anything comes unexpected, we could expect to see a market moving day. So definitely tune in tomorrow and have a great day.